This is my 1978 Chevy K20. I did a full restoration of this truck almost 20 years ago, and at that time it was in pristine condition, and since then it's had quite a lot of use. It was my daily driver for several years, and then lately, for the most part, it was sitting out in the field, out exposed, and then just recently I've been using it as a plow truck in the winter. As you can see, the paint has been neglected as it has been outside for a long time. The paint's quite weathered. There's a few scratches. There's a little bit of rust, actually not too much rust, and then there's just a whole bunch of tree sap and debris and oxidation. The truck really could use a little bit of body work and a full new coat of paint, and that is on my plans of things to do at some point. But the plan for today is just to restore the paint as much as possible, or salvage it maybe is a better term, and hopefully get it looking good enough that I can delay a paint job for at least a couple of years. So although this is a bit of a band-aid and basically just buying time, I do intend to give it a really good paint job at some point in the relatively near future. I had a canopy on the back, and under that canopy I had this foam tape, and so I used basically one of these eraser things in the drill, and then the tooling actually helped quite a lot. Tooling kind of just helped remove some of the gumminess from that foam tape. For polishing, I use this Flex VRG. It's a forced rotation polisher. I find it works really well, and I like these 3M polishes. This is the Perfect 3 rubbing compound. This polish is probably, I don't know, maybe 10 years old. So time for a disclaimer. I'm certainly not a professional auto detailer. This is just a hobby and I'm learning along the way. So although the techniques I'm using seem to work pretty well, I'm sure there's better ways to do things, and I'm always learning. So the final polishing, I used a finishing glaze or machine glaze, and this stuff was too liquidy. Something had separated. I think it was too old and possibly it froze. So I need to buy a new bottle of finishing glaze. So I know I'm late to the party, but this is my first time using a ceramic coating. And doing some research on ceramic coatings, it's actually a bit daunting. There's just so much information out there. I'm sure a lot of it is very biased, and there's just so many companies. So it's hard to get good information on which are good coatings to use. I decided to try this one partly because it was quite economical. I thought I'd start with a cheap one just to see how it goes, and partly because it's a Canadian company that hopefully is worth supporting. The packaging is quite fancy. I think actually fancier than I would really want. All I really want is the product and the applicator. The gloves and the microfiber towel, I guess it's a nice touch, but I think everybody doing this job would have all these supplies anyway. Again, I'm certainly not an expert with any of this, and this was my first time applying any ceramic coating, but I found it actually very easy. The application process is of course a bit different than traditional waxes and polishes, but it goes on easy, it wipes off easy, and I think the learning curve on this one is actually pretty quick. Okay, so here's how it turned out. Overall, I'm pretty happy. I think it did salvage this paint. It took a truck that really needed a new paint job, and it really bought some time. So it looks pretty good, to be honest. On the camera here, it looks better than it does in person. When you're up close in person, there are still multiple visible flaws in the paint, but overall, I'm happy with how it looks. There's a couple learning points for me on this one. One is that I need to buy new polish. My 10-year-old polish is expired. I guess that's one thing. The ceramic coating, that was a good experience. Obviously, I don't have any other brands to compare that one to, but that one went on easily and well, and it seems to work well, so hopefully it also is durable. There is one major thing that I would do differently, and the first stage on this one is I used a rubbing compound, and the paint was so oxidized that I think it actually could have benefited from some 2000 grit sandpaper first. So if I was to do this again, I would do first stage of a wet sand with 2000 grit, and then the rubbing compound, the polishing, and the glaze, and then the ceramic. Overall though, for not a lot of time and not a lot of expense, I think this was very worthwhile. See ya.